some jerk left all the stuff out, so I think uh, I think we're going to go in reverse. So I wanted to squat first, but I really do not want to put the blocks away to do squats just to put them all back out. So we're going to just go in order, I suppose, of what's out and do push press. Get my notebook out. So we are going to do push press and then some behind the neck jerks, and then we're going to squat last. So if I really get unmotivated by the time I get the squats, I can push them to tomorrow, but I'd rather do them today. So we're going to go to 70. The last week I did triples at 100. If I can find it. I did 5 triples at 100. I think I want to be aggressive and push to 110. So what I'm going to do is go 70, 100, and 110 and try to do 4 sets of 3, which would be really good for push presses for me. I don't know if I'll be able to do 4 sets of 3, but we're going to try. Then we'll do some behind the neck jerks, similar concepts of just push up. What did I do last week? So last week I got up to 140, then missed 155 and 150. So this week we're going to do a similar thing. Go 70. Did I go to 111? I went to 120. We're going to go to, we're going to take smaller jumps and be a little bit smarter. So we're going to go 70, 100, 120, 140, and then try to get to 150. We'll then do some back squatting, and we'll do triples like we did last week. So 70 for a triple, 120 for a triple, 170 for a triple, and then the last time I squatted, I just did 200 for a triple. So what I think I kind of want to do is I kind of want to try 210 for a triple, but that really depends on how the legs feel. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Martha? So 170 for 3. We will go to, honestly, I'll be okay if I do 200 again for a triple. If 200 feels really light and really good, then we'll push up beyond that 200. But either way, we'll do reps below that. So I'm going to go down. Last week I did 3 sets of 5. I felt like I did more than that. Maybe I just didn't write them down. Maybe I'm just gaslighting myself. But I only wrote down that I did 3 sets. I thought I did 5 sets of 5, but no worries with that. So I did drop sets at 150. So we'll do drop sets at 160 this week and do 3 sets of 5 again. So we might push beyond 200. We might not. Really depends on how I'm feeling. But the first exercise would be push press, which I haven't warmed up yet, but I do have the blocks set out, so it does work to my advantage in that regard. It's about 45 degrees out, so it's getting a little bit chilly, but thankfully a lot of the coldness is from the rain, and in here I'm not experiencing that, thankfully. So we should be, kind of good to vibe at. Set that there. We'll see if my old phone gets enough Wi-Fi to update my music. It might not. Might be out of the Wi-Fi range. Probably not. I was catching a little bit of it. So I use this phone since it has data on it and it works better, of course. My old phone doesn't have a SIM card or anything, so it's just basically a broken screened MP3 player. Let me see if I can go to library, see if I can refresh that. Once we get that refreshed, then we'll go to oh, it actually did. That's pretty dope. All right. So it registered that I have the music in the playlist. It just has to download it. So we'll let that chill there. Appreciate it, thanks. So warm up with the bar. I'm gonna leave the squat rack out how it is, so then when I drop it onto the crash pads, I don't have to try to slide the plates over it. I can simply just step it up and throw it into the rack. But yeah, 110 for some triples. Even if I only did one and the rest were doubles, that'd be really good. But I've done it for 3 before. Doing it from the block should make it a little bit easier. So we'll warm up the shoulders a little bit. The one big X factor is my left knee was really sore yesterday. So I don't know if that will impact training today. But we'll stretch out the front rack a little bit. There's no lingering soreness, but you never know until you load up the weight a little bit if there's truly something lingering, but we will see. I will have to take the sweatshirt off for the push presses because of the front collar. This is not going to be very comfortable to use, but get my dance shoes on and start dancing under some weights. Feels like this week's gone forever and it's only Tuesday, but I think it's just because kind of counting down, not really even literally, but my brain's counting down till spring break, which for us isn't till I think 2 weeks, which is a long time, but tis all right. Other than being a little worried that my knee will feel like it did yesterday, everything else feels pretty recovered, which is good. So I trained real hard. But I think what also helped is I didn't have the ability or really want to walk as much at work as what I normally do. So it probably helped with recovery a little bit. Sat more than I typically do, but tis the nature of the kind of structure of the day that we had. So yeah, I mean, I like my job, so I'm not really bugging about work, but more so like the spring break, like mentally it's nice to have obviously no work, but I'd probably feel better if I got more sleep last night too. All right. Losing. There we go. I got my sweatshirt. The sweatshirt won. All right, I should probably leave the glasses on. But all right. So, what's my name? It's literally the title of the channel, my guy. What's name and title of channel? First question, what's name? Alright, throw the knee wraps on. Then do a warm-up setter. Probably just one more warm-up set. Honestly, you don't need to warm up too much for push press. Then go 70, 100, and then try to slam some weights with 110. I think as long as I'm doing good technique, I should be good for 110, unless something starts to be achy. I guess, to me it feels big enough, but I've got used to lifting out here. It looks a lot smaller with the blocks out, but yeah, it's not the, I mean, it's a shed, so it's not going to be the most spacious of things. But tis my home gym. Better than most. Plus I can drop weights out here. Knee's definitely a little tender, but we'll see how it feels. This is the hardest part right here, getting myself behind this. Blocks certainly take up a lot of space. Not great, Casper. Guy came in here just spewing nonsense. I tried reading it, but it makes one, it's very off topic, but it's also just completely random. So definitely need to get some tunes popping. Oh. Appreciate it, Casper. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to be doing push presses, behind the neck jerks, and then squats. And this is all based on the assumption that my knee's going to feel okay. Maybe a very short session if my knee feels really bad, but so far it's so good. A little bit tender on the first warm up with the bar, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to prevent me from training. At least that's what I'm telling myself. As long as I can get to the bar, which is the hardest part. So far, so good. Rain's starting to come down. Thankfully, I have a roof. Man, I have too big for this little space. Front of the racks I have shelving, which is all nailed in, so it'd be so difficult to take out. But in theory, if I took that out and extended the platform, I would have so much extra space. It would be insane, but it's not really worth the amount of effort that it would take when I have enough space as it stands. It's just with the blocks, it becomes a little difficult to get in and out, but not really. I just had like a tender knee, so just trying to be cautious with it. If I was truly had an injury, I probably wouldn't be confident that I'd be able to train, but yeah, just a little bit. Are we having... Do I even lift bra? No, I don't. It's all fake weights. You know, Ronnie Coleman says light weights. I say fake weights, baby. Fake weights. Fake weights. I guess they would be lightweights if they're fake weights. In what box? Alright. So 100 here. Probably just do a single since I'm going to get enough reps on my working sets. Parkour my way in. think 110 should be okay. Anabolic burps. It's really how you get strong. Nobody tells you. You just have to fight. Sneak on through. Whew. Let's see. So 70 for 3, 100 for 1. Not yet. I'm trying to be. But we're going to try to do this for triples. It's an aggressive 10 kilo increase from the previous week. So may not work. Might just be doubles. But we're going to give it our all. All right. Decent attempt. Might just try a triple each time to see if I can. But the double felt pretty strong. A little bit more hype. Might be able to do a 3 on at least one of the sets, but so that was first attempt. Let's put so when I do a set like that where I make 2 and then miss, put a 2 comma X. That tells me I at least attempted a third one. It wasn't just a straight double. So it is important to kind of look at that from a fatigue standpoint, but also just from an attempt standpoint. All right, more chalk, more weight. Ah, that was so close. That falls so much better than the first one, but just pushed a little forward in the last one. Didn't have enough gusto to grind it out. It's closer though. My timing and everything was a lot better on that one too. I'm gonna throw the belt on. See if I can cheat it. Not really, but it's like 7 o'clock, or was when I came out. Eastern time zone. I don't have any fitness answers. All right, so second triple was really close. Triple attempt, I should say. Only doubles. Oh, it's raining pretty good out there. I'm locked in here. Lock the door. Throw away the key so that I can triple 110. All right. I got no idea. No idea if that's good or not. I've never worked 12-hour construction days, so do what you can in, I would say. But I have a non-taxing job as a PE teacher. Well, I can't tell you. I don't have strength or looks, so should have someone that looks good and is strong. That's not here. All right, 110. This is the triple. Come on. Third time's a charm. We're gonna put it back in the rack to fix this time. I think the belt helped a little bit. Just got a little bit more aggressive on that one too. Whew. You asked one question, and I said, I don't know. And then you said, I don't answer any questions. Whatever else, something else got hidden for review, so answer two, I just don't care to click on it. It gets filtered out. But I'll do it just for you, buddy. My back is huge? Wow, Blake's calling me fat. I already know I'm fat, I know. But I don't know, bro, I don't care about. I'm a early childhood, K to 2. I'm with the littles. Alright. I wish I was yoked. Trying to get. Not really. I don't really care if I'm yoked or not. Trying to get peeled like a skinned potato. Trying to get yolked like an egg. Trying to get diced like some chicken breast. Alright. Who's chopping wood? To get better at Olympic weightlifting. Everything else is side effects. Alright. Ultra triple. Ah! Más. No. Alright, we're locked in. We're going to do another set. Make up the 2 misses I had at least. And maybe do a triple. We're going to lock in for glaze here. I wish I was strong. I wish I could say your name too. Hieroglyphics. The spiders in here I've trained. If I see them, they die. If they hide from me and just eat the bugs out here, then we live in homeostasis. Homeostasis. Or homeostasis, whatever the correct scientific term is. So, I've had conversations with the spiders. We're on the same page, the same web. They chill. They don't run on my platform. And the ones that decide to do, they get to smush. If they're hiding in the corners, they can feast on all the bugs they want. Yeah. Hey, as long as he's not running in front of me, it don't matter. Yeah, I was trying to play chess. I'm better at lifting than chess. Which is not much of a flex. It says a lot more about my chess play than my lifting. Olympic weightlifting is fun. I did originally get better at powerlifting, and then found out it was more fun for me than powerlifting. So it's more fun. Then once I stopped playing sports, it's nice to. So it got me to do powerlifting. So now it's just it's my favorite hobby. All right. So because we missed the first triple and the second one, we have a makeup set to do at least 2. If I can, we're gonna do a triple. Would I say powerlifting is easier than calisthenics? For someone built like me, 100%. If you're like really skinny, then calisthenics would be easier. But if you're like super, like I weigh like 235, that's I'd be better at powerlifting than calisthenics. So it depends on your body type. If you're really like skinny and not really like strong at the squat and stuff, then like probably it would be easier. But can't say I have ever cared about calisthenics. I mean, that's what powerlifting is. You do the main lifts and then accessories. Like the bodybuilding, for me, if I was doing your split, like I was focused on powerlifting and I wanted to do some bodybuilding, I would pick movements that target areas that you care about. So maybe you care about your shoulders or your back or whatever, but are also going to help on your main lifts. Like if you're weak on the back, upper back on the deadlift, like fine face pulls, stuff like that. So you can kind of look at it in a 2-pronged way to what's going to help you progress in the main lifts. And then the accessories kind of build into that. I don't really focus on accessories for aesthetic reasons. It's mostly like corrective or um, just like I do the ab wheel. Like that's obviously going to help my abs look better, but I don't really care what my abs look like because it makes my abs stronger. So just find things that are beneficial as far as accessories. But like the main lifts, it's just do the main lifts. But if you want it to be, you don't need to use any equipment for powerlifting if you don't want to. Just go to a gym and squat and squat, bench, and deadlift. In theory, it's super cheap. If you wanted to get all the expensive stuff, you can. Yeah, to be honest, I never do curls, but that messes up my front rack, and I don't like doing them, so I just don't. I don't find that helps me with anything, and I don't really find that it doesn't really ever lack, but like I said, I don't care about aesthetics, so if you want big arms, you kind of have to train them. I could not be bothered about triceps. I care about, but I get a lot of that like this exercise. Like I'm gonna get some tricep work and development in, but I don't really care what they look like. Yeah. Well, I mean, when I'm this ugly, like it doesn't matter what my body looks like. So we're gonna do our makeup set and try to do 3. I might only do 2, so like minimum is 2 because that makes up for the 2 misses I had. But we lock in, try to get strong, and we'll be able to do 3. So we'll see. Either way though, once I finish the last rep, I'm gonna throw it in the rack, get ready for behind the neck yerks. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. Big legs. Come on. See it warmed up apparently. Apparently. Just need to man up a little bit and do triples. So ended up hitting 3 sets of 3, 2 doubles with a failed triple. How can you increase pull-ups? I'm terrible at them. I never do. The best way to immediately increase the amount of pull-ups you can do is to chop off your legs. That dead weight will then make you really good at pull-ups, but I don't bench press. You're asking the wrong person about bench press. I bench press about 2 times annually. It's not hard to increase it, you just do volume. I would just find, if you're new at lifting, just find literally any free program and just do that. As long as it's got reps. But don't be doing if you've only been training for 2 months, then he just needs to train. It's not really a you're new at lifting, there is no bad program. Just find literally like go 5-3-1. Like just go do that. Like you'll find any generic powerlifting program. It's happened in the ChatGPT. Like you'll find, literally, ChatGPT will give you a normal linear progression to do for a little while. If you're not strong, it really doesn't matter what program you do. As long as it's not like 10 by 10 bench press every day or something ridiculous. Just a normal, just go 5-3-1. That's the one people talk about. I've never done it, but I've heard people do it. Just don't buy anything. Just literally just Google it. Or DuckDuckGo it. Or Yahoo Bing it. But do 5x5 every day. The Ribicho method. Really can't mess it up. All you need to do is make sure you're trying to get better technique. You'll get stronger just from doing it. Literally anything at this point. All you need to worry about is trying to develop good movement patterns, and then you're fine. If you can do that, you'll just get stronger forever. Squat. I mean, if you don't care about, being a power lifter necessarily, just do full depth squats. They'll make everything stronger. And then just lift more weight. I don't know what you expect from me. Just do whatever program and just add weight then if it's too easy. That's what I believe, like a 5-3-1, it bases it off your maxes. So if it's too easy, it means you're sandbagging your maxes, or your technique is really poor because you're not maybe squatting all the way down or something. Go ATG for sets of 10, and you'll get humbled. But beginner programs would work even for me. He doesn't need protein yogurt. He just needs to train harder. If his program's too easy, he's not training hard enough. Push the weight up heavier. Do more reps. Squat to full depth. I'm sure if you're new, you're probably not squatting all the way down as far as you can go onto the ground. Well, if you're saying that it's too easy, then you need to train harder. You're asking for a program. That's my advice. Just look for a free program and just go hard. You basically are. You're like, how do I get stronger? How do I do this? And like, you just squat. Make sure you can squat all the way down. Do that for 5 years, and then you just get stronger. It's not difficult in a programming sense or a training sense. It's hard to physically do. But yeah, just squat all the way down. ATG. And that's it. Yes, work harder. That's what I'm saying. Try harder. That's literally, it's how you increase your numbers. You do the same workout, and then you try harder the next time. You add weight, and then you do the same session. I don't know how to make any, linear progression. Just Google that, read what linear progression for any training program is, and just do that. It doesn't matter. Do it every session. You're weak. If you say that you're new and your numbers are low, then you should be able to just increase. Then you'll plateau, and then you won't be able to increase every week. So it'll be every 2 weeks, and then every 3 weeks, and every month, and every 2 months, and every 4 months, and then every 2 years. Linear progression is just that. It's a linear progression, but it's not a straight line up. It goes really fast when you start, and then it tapers off, but it will always go up as long as you're working hard. That's the only current, or the only consistent failure. It's literally it. So 5-3-1, go look that up. Do that program over and over until it doesn't work. But no, I mean, if I just powerlifting, I don't think it'd be very difficult to program. It's just hard to lift heavier weights. I mean, something simple like that, but I mean, If you look through a program like that, you'll see what linear progression looks like in an actual powerlifting program. It's not difficult at all, especially if you're new to lifting. Chances are you're not working hard enough because you don't know how to work hard enough because you haven't been lifting long enough to work hard enough, or you're not squatting deep enough if you're not increasing your numbers. Squat to full depth. I don't know what William's talking about. You don't need to do AMRAP sets to get stronger. Literally just need to do sessions that are repeatable each time that you train. Then do that. But no, if I was training 3 days a week, I would squat probably all 3 of them, deadlift all 3 of them, and bench all 3. Like you said, the full body. I'd probably do all the lifts, but have a day that's focused more on squatting, a day that's focused more on deadlifts, and 2 of the days are focused, or all of the days are focused on bench press. But to me, I don't care about just training just for exercise, so I have to train more, so I want more. Oh, what? Just learn how to fail lifts. Just don't die. Like I don't know, bro. How to? I'm not. Like I squatted a PR out here without a spot. I do all my PR squats without spots. I don't bench, so, but all you do is bench. You just don't let it. You don't drop it on your trachea. Like it's not difficult. You just have to not be a Neanderthal when it comes to it. No. Just don't let it. Just don't fail. Real simple. Don't let it hurt you. Or find people to go with if you're scared of the weights. But my advice is don't be scared. So if you're scared, you won't try heavier weights. You won't get stronger. And if you're doing reps, you're not really at risk to really mess yourself up as much as doing 1 rep maxes all the time. So. All right. Behind the neck jerk time. I'm the worst person to ask about like newbie advice. It's literally just train consistently. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Glaze, you just have to train harder. If you're scared about a rep max or whatever, then wait till you have a time that you have a spot and then train. We're gonna jump to 110. And we'll go all the way to 140. We'll take big boy jumps, but I don't know why it goes 555 randomly 175 for 10. Just find a program and do it. Like that's literally it. And then you can adjust it based on how many days a week. You can do whatever. I don't really know what William's saying. I think he just wants you to do AMRAPs so you feel bad about yourself. So you feel like you trained hard. AMRAPs are fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But you're not really going to you're not going to do 175 for 10 and then say, all right, next week I'm going to do 175 for 11 if that's like the most reps you could do. AMRAPs aren't really good for linearly progressing. So literally find a program. Do it, repeat it, and if you need to adjust it, then you adjust it. But then after long enough of following a program, you'll realize what works for you, what linear progressions or what just general progressions work for you, and what you need to do to get stronger. But if you're new to it, you shouldn't be programming for yourself. You should just find a program and do it. You shouldn't be trying to figure that out. You need to figure out how to train consistently. If you're not getting stronger in your squats 205, you're not training hard. Squat all the way down. Do that for all your sets. And then just keep trying to increase the weight. Oh, I'm just talking about squat. I could care less about bench press, so. I don't know why that guy, like, yes, you should eat correctly, but that's not just, don't eat like an idiot. Yeah, for bench press, just 5x5 bench press every time you go in, and then you'll be fine. Just do that forever. Bench press is, you just do reps forever. Dude, why are you keep suggesting? You just need to go eat something, my guy. You just keep suggesting food. There's, at a certain point, you just gotta start slamming weights. You can't just be thinking about all the random supplements and nutritional stuff. Literally, you just have to go and just train hard. Probably because you do AMRAP sets for no reason, William. But I don't know. I do appreciate you guys are actually on topic of lifting, though. Usually these get turned into like weird chats. But that's the thing, Glaze. I don't care about. But yeah, Tony, I am kind of bulking in the sense that I'm not trying to lose weight. I would like to get closer to 240. I'm not trying to like eat McDonald's every day bulk, but I'm like, it was 235, so I'm just trying to generally go up, which is really simply just eat a lot. But yeah, Glaze, I don't know, if you think you're strong, then that's fine. I'm just saying, if you bench 205 or whatever, you just do 5x5 all the time. Whatever you're doing, just 5x5. If you don't want to look up a program. Or just, if you care about your looks, just do high reps, because it doesn't matter how much weight you do. If you want to be a Chad, though, do Olympic weightlifting. You need size, strength, speed, even if you're ugly like me. Alright. 110. Just Tony how to get strong. I'm just trying to get like him. You should come join the 110 class with me, Tony. Permabulk. The true Chad way to live life. William, you just said the body knows your routine and adapts quickly. That's why you increase the weight. You don't need to confuse your body. Your body reacts to any stimulus that it gives you. Your body will just get stronger. You just have to try. I do like how the chat's actually about lifting this time, though. Alright, yeah, I don't know. If we're talking about bench, on one hand, I'm glad it's about lifting, but on the other hand, like, it's about bench press, which I literally don't care about. When I wanted my bench to increase, I did 5x5 bench press 4 days a week, and it worked. But, like, literally anything works if you just do enough work. And I tried to linearly progress the 5x5, either with all 5 sets or with some of the sets. And just did that every time. Five by five. All right. If you're trying to focus on sets of 10, I don't know, let me go ahead and do it. If you're weak, it will work. Everything works when you're not strong. What? Yeah, no, that's not how. I don't know. You're talking about bench press. Go for it, buddy. You realize real quick that that's probably not going to work. What? You're jump 50 pounds? Yeah, no. You're not going to practice any heavier singles and then just do 350. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if you actually managed to get that to work. Are you talking about bench press, though? What about squats? It might work. Yeah, that ain't happening, buddy. that's a wild progression. Go ahead and try it. You're not going to get far on it. You're not going to do the 225 with that previous rep scheme. And you're certainly not going to do 275 or 315. That's a wild jumps. I like the confidence, though. You kind of make me a believer that you can get it to work, but that would be a bench. The bench. I call it not for me. I call it no thank you. It's like an ex-girlfriend I see once a year. I try it out and realize it's not going to work for me. And I'll say, we'll try again next year. All right. So I'd like to do this para 2 repeticiones. Start tooting. Missed it. All right, more legs. One more. Do it for a real double. Ah! Oh, it's close. Just too far to the side. Frankly, I blame William and his bench press progression. It's all his fault. I like to freak out the powerlifters with the annual bench press. Don't say anything, just sneak in behind them, do a rep, and then just somersault out of there like a ninja, and then just deny that I'm ever gonna powerlift again. Like, you should do powerlifting. It's like, I got a hook grip and deadlift, and that hurts. And I got a bench press, and that hurts. And I gotta wait for them to tell me when to squat, and I don't want to do that. Intra-abdominal pressure. But we're going to redo the knee wraps. We're going to try that again. I think I can. I don't wear it for support. I just said what I wear it for. Intra-abdominal pressure. That's... You can't just listen to me answer and then say use it for something different. No, literally for intra-abdominal pressure, not for support. I use it to lift more weight. Intra-abdominal pressure. Intra-abdominal pressure. Sorry. It's what you use a belt for. I'm not your coach. I'm not gonna teach you. I'm not your teacher. I'm here to slang weights, not knowledge. Alright. We gotta try harder on that one. I would like to do it for a real double. Okay. Whew. Then you should go exercise. I'm not here to be slanging knowledge. I'm here to slang the kgs. Just look up stuff. YouTube, how I get strong. How I lift big weight. Make brain happy. I want to lift heavy stone. How I lift heavy stone. Yeah. Alright. Gonna do better. More legs, stronger lockout. More confidence. Bueno, hacerlo. Come on. Get the freaking hat. What was that? Oh, that's obnoxious. I didn't want to use this thing. The plate hit it. Ah! Ah! My light's ruined. I soiled it. Oh, that's so dumb. We're back to the wood. Man, I felt good taking it out the rack too. Gotta lock back in for that. Oh, it's frustrating. Can't lock it out. It's obnoxiously close. I just have to man up and do it. Gosh. Use my legs a bit more, catch it a bit lower. Oh. Really obnoxious. I should be able to do it. Lock the doors, boys. Lock the doors. Come on. Otra vez. Más. Come on. Oh, that makes you feel better. It's low. It's at 5. Oh. Just try harder. Oh. Let's see how that looked. It's good. It's good. Oh. All right. Nothing got aggravated with the knee too, which was also really nice. I wasn't even thinking about it. But hitting with a crash pad, 1 rep, makes me not want to use it for behind the neck, really any jerks. But I suppose that's okay. So reset for some squatty boys. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, 52. Hopefully, playing copyright music quietly won't mess. Actually, I'm just gonna vibe and disconnect from there. My sound's gonna get messed up for a second, so I'm gonna take out my headphones. They're gonna connect to this phone briefly, but I'll disconnect it. All right. So I'll probably just use knee wraps. I'll have to take off my shoes and sweats to put my sleeves on. And we're at least going to try them, make sure they feel okay. If they feel off, and it feels kind of wonky, then we'll just push it to the next day. Because then tomorrow could just be squats, which would be nice in some way. But I want to give myself more recovery time for heavier blocks stuff on Thursday. So ideally, I do them today. But if I don't, then it's Eddie Rudak's fault. I hold him personally liable. So if it doesn't work out, then I can't believe he would do that to me. Yeah, I'm sure this is. And these clickbait articles are hilarious. Yeah, that's crazy. It was literally a nothing article. Wild. Wild. But I'm feeling good. I'm not looking good. But, oh, I really don't want to move these blocks. Ew. Exercise, lifting stuff. That's not fun. Ugh. Ugh. when blocks attack. Do not redeem. The vibe now is late night drive home, stress relief. I've been vibing to that one. It was harder than the jerks. Nine people here watching me struggle. Move these wooden atrocities. They're honestly an affront to society. Bottles are so awkwardly heavy. I'm dying. Half done. Woo. 10 people watching me die. And burp. Take that, society. Darn pig! Oh. There. Crash back and go there. Crop back and get over there. Out of my face. Alright. Yay, now I'm ready to squat. I've opened up the gym. Alright. Glasses are coming off. Starting to sweat. I'll lose the hat too. Now, the nice thing with doing all that is I'm warmed up for squats. But if my knee feels a little wonky, I'm not going to push my luck and I'll push squats back. So 70, honestly will be a good indicator, but obviously, all the weights building up will be. And let's have to see what the vibe is. Art thou vibing, or art thou gonna get slapped up? Either way, it's nice to be done with the hard stuff. Squats aren't easy, but they just be the squats. All right. We need my tunes, my copyrighted tunes, unfortunately. All right. Well, I felt more in my right knee than my left knee. I'm a hot mess. Balanced as all things should be. We'll do another set with 70. Make sure my body is already primed and ready. Speed feels fine. We'll try 120. Yeah. Now I'm not worried about my left knee. All right. If the right knee today, doesn't feel any better, we will do what I thought I might have to do anyway, which is push squats till tomorrow, which won't be the end of the world. Had a lot of good push presses, a lot of good jerks, so I ain't bugging about that for sure. For shizzle. Hopefully I feel better, because I would like to squat today. we'll keep going. So 170 now. Nope. I felt stinky on both legs, so speed felt fine. Nothing felt worse, but I didn't want to push reps on a set, especially on the first rep, that didn't feel fast. But that is probably okay for the day. We'll see how they feel tomorrow, but it's good. If you're not sure on exercise and you don't have a specific deadline to do something, always be flexible and push stuff back versus trying to be working through it in a painful way. Because tomorrow I'll feel better. I'm literally just going to be squatting and maybe like, overhead press, but nothing like lower body wise. So I should be able to feel significantly better. So obviously I did a lot that taxed that area with all the push presses behind the neck jerk. So not altogether surprising that they didn't feel great, but I'm going to do ab wheel when I go inside. So that will be a good exercise to do. And then just need to eat a lot of food. Make sure I get enough sleep and all that good stuff too. So unfortunately, we're back up to like 16 people right when I'm finished. I hate to say it, but nothing got worse though. I think that's the biggest thing when you have a little nagging injury. Not even so much an injury, but tweaked it. Felt something yesterday. That one I actually felt both knees a little bit, which is kind of annoying, but it's not altogether unexpected. I didn't feel it on the main lift, so it tells me that it's more fatigued based than something that's actually there. Because if I truly had like something like a tendonitis or something that was really going to bother me, the push presses and the jerks would have felt really bad. Because those tend to get impacted pretty heavy in that like quarter position when my knees are tender. So that's going to be it for today. Still, did two triples at 70, a triple at 120, and a single at 170. So even though not the rep scheme or the weight that I wanted to do for the day, it's still something, and it's not enough of something to ruin tomorrow's session of squats. So we'll be vibing tomorrow though, because I'll be doing them first without anything to fatigue my body. And then heavy, block volume on Thursday. Get this off and then clean the bar. That's it for tonight. So, deuces. Thanks for stopping by. Tomorrow I'll have a video out, so I'll have this day's training and yesterday's training. So, some good lifts, but squats tomorrow. I'll probably go live for those, frankly, because I'll be at the house. But deuces.